Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Sweet Science 2, brought to you by Peach Boxing, Gladrap, and All Aspects Drainage. Tonight we have a stacked 17-fight card with 14 amateur and 3 professional fights. Headlining this card, we have Jerome the Panther Pampalone out of Peach Boxing taking on Joshua Tai, coached by Chris Martin. Also featuring in the night, we have the Nightmare Motu and Jesse the Maniac Mayo out of Peach Boxing as well. Here we have our 7th bout of the evening. Fighting out of the red corner, we have Nathan Birch from Peach Boxing. And in the blue, fighting out of Nabby's Boxing, we have Dakon Yee. This is a 3-minute round bout. Here we have David Tua in the blue corner, coaching Dakon Yee. Also calling the action tonight, we have myself, Chop Chad Milnes, and with me, undefeated professional, David the Great White Light.
I'm looking forward to this one. Chop. Nate Birch is a very intense fighter. He's coming right out for him. He doesn't care that Tua's in the other corner. He's going for it.
Very, very game aggressive fighter. He throws caution to the wind and goes for it. Now Dakon Yee in the blue corner. He's and pretty stacked. He's pretty stacked, that guy. Now I have seen him not too long ago in a bout where he had a slow start and caught some shots early, but he came back to win by a stoppage victory. So he can win a fight via the shorter distance.
Well, he's going to have to start well with Nate Birch, because he definitely starts with a flurry.
Fighters to center. Instructions from Jack Tutuvanu. They touch gloves and head to their corners. I can imagine this is going to be pretty hard from the start. Let's see how quickly they're going to start. Oh, we have a southpaw in blue. Should remember that. Southpaw, so lefty. Okay, as you said, Nathan comes out, guns blazing. Loading up there. Now, Nate's going to want to do that, isn't he? He's going to want to get inside and do damage. Typically, southpaws look to counterpunch. That's the cliche. Dakon Yee, though, he may not. Everyone has their own kind of styles and approach to the sport. And there we go. He steps on there.
Well, I'm thinking that Nate Birch's frantic style is going to work even better on a southpaw.
Yeah, right. He has a bit of an unorthodox kind of jig and rhythm about his body. And also, he comes in, guns blazing, and can make it messy. And, the southpaws typically like to look to counterpunch, right? Typically. So they want that tidy boxing with a bit of space. There, Dakon looking for that long left hand out of the southpaw stance. But though he steps in range there and loads up to the body with that left. Jack warning Nathan to keep his head up. He comes in quite low there. He comes in that crouch stance. Here we go, leads to the body. It's going to be an action-packed 9 minutes of boxing or less. Here we go, some nice work there from Dakon Yee at distance. He's having a bit of success with that long left hand. But Nathan Birch ducking and weaving, getting out of the way and coming back with his own shots. A few straight punches there.
Both boys looking to let their hands go.
Action-packed first round. 9 minutes. So it's still 6 minutes plus left in the bout. Can the boys maintain this intensity, swapping shots, both having success? Four or five right jabs there from Dakon.
I feel like there's a head clash coming.
Yeah, now typically, with the orthodox, the right and left handers, there can be head clashes with that with those front feet on the same side, falling in camp. Oh. And look at is there a cut there? I don't know if there's a cut.
On blue or red?
I don't know. I'm trying to see if I can see a bit of blood there. Perhaps not. Maybe just reddening up from punches landed.
Both boys are eating big.
3 shots in a row landed by Nathan. In very intense round 1. Action-packed, as we thought. 2 rounds to go. Now, Dave, that was a very hard round to score, but how would you call that, Dave?
I think we have to remember right from the beginning of the round, it was Nathan who kind of got under the skin of his opponent in the blue, and I think he set the pace of the fight, and blue tried to, well, he didn't try to, he did quite effectively start swapping punches and giving it back to Nate as well as he was getting it with some success.
Yeah, that's right. Nathan, look, he came out. He's come out as the aggressor. He's coming in low. He's throwing shots. He's throwing a number of punches, and yeah, but Dakon also has had some nice clean work. He's used some of that right jab, and at a few times he's landed some nice long left hands at range, and because he's throwing his shots at range, you can see the punches clearly. You know, the judges can see the shots land. Where some of Nathan's work is right up close, you know, inside range, short shots with in volume, which sometimes you can't really see.
I think both boys aren't interested in seeing the end of this fight. So maybe it doesn't matter too much.
Looking for the shorter distance. But also Nathan, you know, his style is to wear his opponent down. Whether that goes the shorter route or goes the distance, perhaps looking to bank those early rounds, put the work in early to wear his opponent out and, you know, win that later half, which that pressure style is something that, you know, often seen in boxing. Especially the Mexicans have made that style pretty famous, right? Wear the opponent down, turn it into a fight.
He doesn't quite have the grace of the Mexican fighter, but he definitely has the intensity.
Oh, it looked like, yeah, big head clash.
Bouncing off, both boys just continuing.
Oh, Jack, stern warning there with Nathan to keep his head up. Now, that has happened a few times. He does come in quite low, falling into his shots a bit. He has to be wary of his head. He's had 2 stern warnings from Jack. Now, perhaps if there's a third one, that could result in a point deduction. And in a fight like this, close fight, action-packed, he really doesn't want that to happen.
No, that would be a shame.
Dakon looking a bit unsteady on his feet there, perhaps feeling the intensity of the bout, or perhaps some blows that Nathan landed. But both boys landing big shots.
They look like they're getting set for a scrum half the time.
Now Dakon, he turned his back earlier there, perhaps showing fatigue and
big right hand by him.
Feeling the intensity of the bout. Both boys not afraid to exchange. Oh, Nate caught with a few good shots there. Momentarily wobbled, but he comes back in. Oh, and there's blood. Few clean shots landed, and referee Jack jumps in and gives Nate Birch a standing 8 count.
Good count. He was hurt.
Now he was. There was a number of good clean punches landed, very clean, and they also. Nate had a bit of a reaction. He did look a little bit unstable, a little bit weathered by those shots, and rightfully so. Jack jumped in there. Referee Jack jumped in and gave him the standing 8 count. Now
hasn't slowed Nate down though.
No. Well, I mean, he has a high work rate, but now with that standing 8 count, you know, Dakon has taken the momentum of the bout.
Well, it's a crack of
a bit of a stare down there from Dakon. Definitely feeling confident after that standing 8 count in that second round.
Isaac Peach very unhappy with
not very happy about that. Now the Peach Boys in the corner giving Nate instructions. Now this is a hard fight, and from that last round, we don't know how that first round was scored, but in that second round, you would definitely give it to Dakon Yee with that standing 8 count. Now Nate needs to come out and win this last round to secure a victory. If he has got the first round, which we don't know, we won't find out till the end if this goes the distance. But one thing's for sure is Nate's going to be coming out hard in this third round. Both boys will. David Tua giving Dakon Yee instruction. What do you think David will be telling him there, Dave? After that second round.
I couldn't even imagine.
There you go. Both back into it.
Weather the storm.
No hesitation at all. They go straight back in. There you go there. Both, Jack warning both boys, keep their heads up.
Nate does look a bit more fresh.
Yeah, he does. Very, very eager, perhaps. Yeah, feeling the urgency after that last round. He really has to edge this round out. We don't know how that first round was scored. We don't know how that second round was scored, but you would assume.
As we saw in the last fight, it doesn't matter how well you do in one of the rounds, you've got to win the other two.
Yeah, that exactly. So Nate has to win this round. Even if he has won the first, both boys have to win this round.
Both boys have to win this round, really. They're both going to feel it. They're both going to do what they can to win this round. Warts and all.
Oh, good shot there from Nate. Dakon momentarily wasn't really ready for that shot, was he? He was unstable. He wasn't even really looking at him. Got caught with a jab. It was a solid jab, though, the body behind it.
He wasn't even stopped. And
Dakon Yee's body language is showing that he's really feeling the pace. And Nate there really pushing hard. Oh, good shots there from Dakon. He senses the moment and steps in. There's a battle of attrition in this fight. This is a war. This is a fight.
Both boys know.
Really called it. Oh!
I didn't think he was going to come back.
Few clean punches scored by Dakon Yee. Nate turns him around, puts him on the corner, and fires back.
Big breaths by Dakon. Oh, gets caught there with a right hook.
These boys be really digging deep here. Really exhausted. Exhaustion showing on both lads.
A lot of them, they're just throwing their arms
Throwing and falling into each other. Be one of the longest rounds of their lives, I'm sure, right? The heart of these lads.
Both punched out.
Both boys have really invested a lot of energy into this bout. Dakon Yee drops his hands to his knees.
I feel like if someone can really land some clean punches at the end of this, it could still be either of their fight.
10-second clapper. The boys fire right to the end of the round. Oh, good shots there from Dakon Yee.
Oh, nice hook in there by Nate.
He finished that round strong, Dakon, in that last 10 seconds.
Absolute cracker of a fight right to the bell.
The crowd applaud. Great fight. Smiles in the red corner from the Peach Boys.
Oh, they don't care if you win or lose. They just want hard men who make fights, and Nate Birch definitely delivers every time.
You trust it's going to be a good fight when Nate Birch is in the ring, eh?
Exactly.
And he's one of those fighters, you know, no matter how technically sound you are, good you are, experienced, it'll be a hard fight.
Oh, Nate shows that if you've got heart, you can upset anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Dakon,
right.
The last fight we saw him do, he demolished his opponent, knocked them out, and Nate put it to him today.
Here we go, Darryl Husband for our decision.
judges have gone for a unanimous decision. All in favour of the blue corner.
And we have it, Dakon Yi in the blue corner, coached by David Tua, takes the victory in an action-packed bout.
Had to work for it there.
Well, he did a great job out there, mate. It was a terrific fight.
You're right, Dave. He really had to earn that victory. Perhaps that second round is clean work in that second round, that standing 8 count, earned him the victory in a tough, grueling fight.
Hey guys, we're going to take a 10-minute break, so if you want to take a spell, take a walk around, get some fresh air.